Okay, so the verse, it's pretty complicated, isn't it? There's a lot to get through. So let's take it line by line. Hopefully you can hear when I play him playing it. So here's the first line of the verse. Whoops, here's the first line of the verse.
There was a crazy man lived by the sea.
Right, so what we have there is basically was a crazy man lived by the sea. So we've got a normal D, then a normal A, not an A7 actually, just normal A, and that picking pattern, thumb first, second and third fingers together. So he's going D, D, A, and then this form of D. And then when you get to that, you're going to pluck not with the second and third at the same time, just thumb first, third. So that gives you the first line of lyrics. There was a crazy man lived by the sea. Then what does he do? I think he does the same chords again, D, A, D, but different voicings.
He'd stand on the beach as still as a tree.
Yeah. Stand on the beach, still as a tree. So that is that shape again. Third fret. This is all on the B and the D strings. Third fret on the B string, fourth fret on the D string. And I'm plucking low E string, which is tuned to D, low E string, D string, B string, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we got D, D, A, and there on that A I'm plucking A string, D string, B string, and then I'm going back to D and plucking E string, D string, B string. So that's the second line of the verse. Let's see what the third line is.
The wind beat his body, the sun burned his face.
Right. The wind beat his body, the sun burned his face. So this is the first time G comes into it, the chord G, because we're in drop D. Normally, to play a G chord, your finger would be in the third fret on the low E string, but we've got to compensate because the string has gone down like 2 frets. So we take, from E down to D. So then we take the finger up 2 frets to get the note G, and that's the only thing we need to fret. So I'm going to go. That's the picking pattern. Thumb first, second and third together. Yeah, and that's thumb on the E string. First finger on the D string, and first finger on the D string, second finger on the G string, third finger on the B string, but you're doing second and third finger together. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then this bit, and it his face. So that was. Here I'm picking the G and the B strings at the same time. You can either do it with thumb and finger or 2 fingers on your plucking hand. And the first shape is 4th fret G string, 3rd fret B string, then both 2nd fret on the G and the B string, then open G and B string. 3 shapes there, and then you're back to the D, which is 4th fret D string, 3rd fret B string. The sun beat his body, the wind on her face. And then he goes into the next line quite quickly.
The crazy man, he loved that place.
Now that crazy man, he loved that place. Let's get that. So crazy man, crazy man. suppose we're going to have we'll probably have third finger on the D string, second finger on the B string, but it doesn't matter. You could have fingers 1 and 2 as long as you get the right frets. So we're in this shape again, 4th fret on the, yeah, let's do it like that. So after this bit, dum dum dum, we'll go to this shape with finger 2 on the D string, finger 1 on the B string, and crazy man. That bit is, it's going between the first 2 shapes we did. 3rd fret on the B string, 4th fret on the D string, to 5th fret on both those strings, and then back. So, you're crazy man. So that's a quick change, isn't it? 1 and 2 and 3. You love her. That's going down to an A again. You could think of it as an A7. You're just plucking the A string, D string and B string. Love that place. Now that's where we get to that B minor, but we don't have to play the whole of a B minor. We can just do A string 2nd fret, D string 4th fret, G string 4th fret. And then remember we've got that 4th fret on the A string. And then when we go to that 4th fret, we don't need to keep the other fingers in place. It doesn't sound great doing that either. So it's just we keep the fingers all in place for those first 3 notes, so we get them ringing into each other. And then we take them off, take the fingers off, and probably with the 2nd finger go to the 4th fret of the A string. So we've got this. Crazy man, you love the place. And that's leading us up to D. So let's hear what he does.
Crazy man, he loved that place.
So then it's a repeat, and he plays crazy man, crazy. Does he put that in? Crazy man. Let me hear that again.
Crazy man, he loved that place.
Yeah, I think he does actually. The crazy man, he loved that place. So that's again D. If you put that in, that's D sus4. So I'm going thumb first, 2nd and 3rd together, 2nd and 3rd again, 2nd and 3rd again. So they're plucking on the top 2 strings. Thinnest 2 strings. He loved that. And I'm doing thumb first, 2 and 3 together, and I'm playing an A chord. I just play it like that with fingers 2, 1 and 3 rather than 1, 2, 3. Love that place. And then we're back to that original initial shape for the D chord, which is 4th fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the B string. So that's all in all. Crazy man, you love that place. So that's the verse, and then you have the woman singing the verse, but he's playing exactly the same stuff. So for the next video, I'll do the chorus.